So in this video, guys, I'll show you how to make an automated newsletter in n8n. Let's show you quickly how it works. So we have it set to execute workflow. This WilAI node will search up all the information about the query given. Then it will come up with different topics, split them out, and research those topics. This AI agent will write all the news about this topic, will write down your whole entire newsletter. And this AI agent will make a super good looking email to send out to your entire email list. So let's quickly have a look at the email. This is how it turned out for me. Super nice, give me very interesting newsletters, why it matters, top stories, and even some quick bites. You can unsubscribe. Well, it just looks very nice. So hopefully you guys are interested in this. I'm going to show you guys how to build it step by step. So let's get right into it. So as you guys have just seen in the demo, today we're going to be making a automated newsletter in n8n made with AI, and it's super easy. So I'm going to show you guys step by step on how to do it yourself. So we are here in n8n, and the first step is always to set a trigger. Today we're going to be using trigger manually because it's much better for testing. But eventually you want to go to on a schedule trigger, because then we can have it set to a specific timing so that your audience will receive the newsletter, let's say, for example, every Monday at 8 o'clock. But like I said, this is easier for testing. And we're going to be working with heavily, which is going to be our research node for today. So let's use the search action. And heavily will find us all our research, or we'll research all the information about our query. So our newsletter will be about ILCA sailing news in Europe. And that means that I want all the news of this specific sailing class. And we can set some options. So the first option I'm going to be setting is a topic, because we want it to be about general news. I mean, news will give you the top headlines in Google, which most of the times isn't super specific about your query, and finance, we don't need that. So we're just gonna have it set to general, and we want a time range, so all the articles about this specific topic from the last week. And then obviously we have to set our credentials, which with heavily is super easy. Just go to the website, log in, get a free demo, and make an API key. We're gonna have it set to demo. I think you get around 1,000 credits with your free trial, which should have you set up like fine for your next 20 newsletters. And we're gonna be executing this step. And as you can see, it gives us a lot of data and research about last week sailing news. So now we have the research done, and we want an AI agent to think of the title and topics for this news. So obviously we're going to be defining below what he has to do. We want to have an output format. More about that I will explain later. And we want to give him a system message. So for the prompt, we're going to be giving him this sort of little JSON string. Because obviously we could put it in like this, title, content, and do that for every result that he came up with. But that would take us a while. So for now we have just set it like this, and this way it will get all the content in one message. And then for the system message, it's going to be easy. We're just going to be telling ChatGPT, or the AI agent, that he's an expert newsletter planner. It should feel nice and holistic, and the topics should be 3 to 5 words. And then for the chat mode, because obviously he needs a brain, we're going to be using OpenRouter, because with OpenRouter we can choose all the models in the world instead of just being stuck to one. It needs an API key, so just log in on OpenRouter. I think this one doesn't have a free trial, so just put in like €5 on your account, and then you can API key, and with the API key we will put it in here, and there you go, you're connected. As easy as that. And for the output parser, because right now, as you guys will see, it puts all the information in one output, but we obviously have different topics, so we want to have that spread. So we're going to go to structured output parser to define using JSON schema, and we have set a sort of command here, which we'll just copy and paste in there. And as you guys can see, if we refresh it right now, it will come up just like that, way better. And then the next thing and final step we will be doing is, because it's different, because it's 3 different topics, we want be able to put them individually into an AI agent. So we're going to be doing that to go to a data transformation, split out, and then we have output and different topics. So we're just going to be doing output topics and execute step. And as you can see, like that, it will give us 3 outputs, which we can just pull in like that. So now that the AI has gave us a few topics about all the information he found about our title, we want him to research the topics. So yet again, we will be going into Tavily, go to search, and this time he's just going to be searching all the output topics. Oh, and another thing I want to show you guys while Tavily zoning is actually finished is that I'm pinning all my data, because if there's a certain mistake in the workflow, it will get rid of all your data previously. So you can just click on your node and click on P, and it will pin the data. As you can see, it researched all the topics individually, and now we're going to be putting that into another AI agent that's actually going to be writing the news about this topic. So obviously, like normal, we're going to be defining it below, and we want to have him give a system message. So as I showed you guys previously, we could pull in the title, pull in the content, but we have a different string for that, which is this one. So what it does right now, by copying this into it, the topics he will just get from the topics recently, and the research, he'll get all the JSON results from the content, the titles and stuff like that, and put them all together. And then for the system message, we have another copy and paste command, which basically just shows, okay, you are a professional newsletter section writer. Your only task is to write one section of a newsletter, and we gave him some instructions. So let's execute that. Obviously it needs a chat model, but it's actually really easy because we can just use the chat model that we recently used and also use it for this chat model. So it finished up and we actually pinned the data again, but as you can see, he wrote very nice bit of highlights from all the data he found. But right now it's 3 different items, and for the next AI agent we want it to be put into one. So for that we're going to be using a aggregate node, and the output names are output, so just put it like that, and now he will get all of them and just put them into one output, which is way better. And then for the last part, we want another AI agent that's going to make the actual email. So we now have the first AI agent that came up with topics. We researched them. This AI agent wrote the newsletter, and now this AI agent will make the newsletter. Obviously, we're going to be defining it below again, and we're going to give him a system message. And we prepared some stuff again. And the first part is the prompt. And the prompt that we are giving him is, again, something that puts it in different sections, and it's giving us the title. But the title we obviously started with on the first AI agent, and we have to call it a planning AI agent according to this prompt that ChatGPT gave me. So if we go here and call this one the planning agent, now it's green again, so that should work. And then for the system message, we have kind of a crazy message, but I will show you guys exactly why. So as you can guys see, it's a very long system message, and let's go into it. So what this does is we gave him, maybe if I go all the way to the top, I can open it like this. Yeah. So one of my favorite newsletters is actually Techpresso. He gives, I think, very good newsletters, very logical to read, and it just looks great. So we asked ChatGPT, like, can you sort of giving us a system prompt for the AI agent? And we want sort of a Techpresso kind of email. So yeah, he gave us, okay, you're the barista, blah, blah, blah. He gave us a lot of assumption parsing rules. He gave us output requirements, section orders, link hygiene, and he even gave us a template for the email, all in HTML. So perfect. And if we execute step, it says we need a chat model. Yeah, let's just couple it to the same chat model, because why not? And obviously, maybe you could put it against a better chat model to get better results, but that's just sort of testing and see what works. So yeah, let's just wait until this is finished, and then I'll come back right to you. So it actually finished, and we pinned the data again. So it gave us the entire HTML that we need for the email. So now the next step that we have to do is set up a Gmail note. Let's have him send a message, and then this is just going to be the output. As you can see, it gave us all the HTML. I trust ChatGPT with the HTML he gave me. For the subject, we'll just put test, and for the email, I will use my demo email so I can quickly show you guys the email. But we have to send credentials, and how you do that is by clicking this link, going to your API, and set up like a API key. So I think if you go up here to API and keys, and you go to off consent screen, the Google Cloud like website is super slow always, so it's not only for you, it's also for me. But I think right here you can get clients, and here you want to set a web client. There you put in the link that you just got from your workflow, and that will give you a client ID. And then you quickly want to go and search up Gmail and go to your Gmail API. And then on your Gmail API, there you go. So you want to have try this API. For me, it's already enabled, so enable it there. And then from there, go on to your API and services, credentials, and when you are at your credentials, you will see client ID. So you want to copy that and put it into your n8n. And then here you see show key, and you can copy paste that and put that in your n8n. And then as you guys can see, it will have you sign up with Google, and once you do that, you should be fine. So now it's set up. We have it set to send an email to me, the test and the JSON from there in it, and let's see how the email will look. It sent it. So we are here in our email box. We have the test email and an amazing looking newsletter with navigating success highlights from the 2025 ILCA European Championships and all this kind of stuff, with even the quick bites and newsletters he found it from. So perfect newsletter if it's up to me. So I hope you guys liked this video, and hopefully you can have a newsletter sent out to your email list soon. Like and subscribe if you want more, and in the comments leave a reaction on what you want your next AI automation to look like, and maybe I can build it for you so you have some instructions again to follow. See you guys, and thank you.